I'll give you a minute to think about this. I have a build palette for two things I've created that are essentially the same. This is one build palette, this is the other. Does it give you any ideas? It's something organic, something nature-like, and it suits one of our builds here on the server, which we haven't really attended to for a while. That's all the hints you're going to get for now. I want to show you that in just a second, and something else that I've been doing in the shopping area. As you know, we've been giving out some trophies, and I'm experimenting with creating little mini games and incentives to do certain things on the server. And I wanted to incentivize the collection of sponge. So one of the features that we have this season is the ability to track the statistics of each of the hermits. And this right here is like a podium trophy that's supposed to emulate the one that's actually on display up there. So this is a custom trophy that's up for grabs, and the way that you get it is by achieving the highest score on a certain statistic. I am yet to set the date. We might make it a month or two, but the player that kills the most Elder Guardians will get their hands on this gorgeous trophy. Now, Tango is the hermit with the sponge permit, and so getting that sponge would involve killing Elder Guardians. So I thought this might stir up some friendly competition, help get some sponges onto the server for Tango to start selling. However, Tango actually hasn't killed... Oh, no, wait. He's killed one? Is he out there killing Elder Guardians right now? I mean, I did just send him a message saying that this was here. But anyway, as you can see, Doc M is currently in the lead. And this statistic book will update from time to time. So anyone is free to come over here and see who's currently in the lead. And then when I figured out that date in the future, the person with the most will win the trophy. And I've considered doing this for other mobs, but the Elder Guardian felt like the one that you had to go out and work for, whereas, you know, you can just build mob farms for most of the mobs in this game. Oh, and the location of this, like right next to the nether portal, so it'd be easily spotted, it'd draw your eye, you'd probably want to see what it was, but then you'd need a way to get up there. So that's why I kind of added this glass around the outside. Not the best design. Let's head over to Loglands next. Well, I have constructed some naturally growing fungi around the stump here. Those are the build pallets, and they just look gorgeous. It's been a while since we chipped away at the project out here, but I've gone and added the mushrooms growing, and oh, they look so cool. This is the build pallets that we came up with, me and Ren. There are two at the front, two around the back here, and then there's a third red one on its lonesome around here. The best way to see this is from the sky. Which reminds me, we have this incredible view. This is done using a mod. It's kind of awesome. But maybe not the best thing right now for seeing the details. Yeah, I love how these look. Let me know what you think with a comment down below. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. This view is just crazy. And I tell you what, it's something to get used to. And it lets us see that the base here is slowly evolving. I've been chipping away at this construction. Do you know what? It's been taking me a ton of time, but I haven't really been recording or doing updates on it. You know, there's still a long way to go with this build, and I'm kind of getting tired of talking about it. I think from now on, I'm just going to continue to chip away and then show you it all when it's finished. That's not all that I've been doing though, because our storage system here accumulates a lot of filled up shulker boxes, which I used to just lump into these barrels down here. But now you can see I've given them like a place on the wall, and I tried to avoid just doing something flat and symmetrical, make it feel a little bit more homely and lived in. And that's going to expand down into this space where we change up the build palette a little bit. And then further down this tunnel, we're eventually going to have it connect with this area. Yeah, and as you can see, I've got a heck of a lot of copper aging in here. And I didn't even mind this myself. I've actually made a wholesale deal with Joe, who accumulated tons of copper.
Howdy, X.
Hey,
I've
Joe.
got a couple of shulkers here. One with copper blocks and the other with copper ore in them.
Oh,
They're
look
not
at
entirely
that.
full.
You're doing my work for me.
And I figured since you need copper for your shop, you'd be the person to talk to about all this extra ore and blocks I've got going on.
Yeah, this is super helpful because I was just starting to run low. So I kind of calculated some prices, which were about 40% of what I make. Is that like fair for you?
Yeah, I think that seems fair. I did want to know if maybe I could get 2 shulkers of black wither roses
Yeah, I can
though,
throw
as
that in.
well.
So I brought all of that copper for 96 diamonds in total, which I think is a good deal. And we're going to throw in a couple of shulker boxes of Wither Roses. And as you can see, I've been smelting the copper and laying it down in here. And one major time skip forward, that's 26 stacks of copper blocks for the shop. And I mentioned the time because I've now got a lot of stuff to show you. I mean, some of it is right in front of us, but all of this sugarcane has grown. What's this over here, hey? I've changed the connection that I showed you a moment ago. I realized I didn't just want to build another straight tunnel going in a straight line, and so I've created something that kind of like meanders around different corridors and whatnot. And I'm getting a little excited for the next update of Minecraft. We are going to, of course, replace these with some of the new 3x3 paintings. Yeah, the whole idea here with our little expanded bulk storage was just to actually get away from creating some of those repetitive shapes and give the place some character. However, I am going to need like a corridor that's just simple to extend, and so that's going to be this area here. It'll just go on indefinitely as we accumulate more items throughout the season. But yes, the details probably speak for themselves. There's lots of little subtle things going on here, like the variations in the ground and the walls, and it all comes together really nicely. Now, with a recent influx of copper sales, I'm happy to tell you that we are getting very close to our 1,000 diamond trophy. Currently, I'm sitting at 998. I just need 2 more diamonds. And the place we've got them is over here at our glorious rooted dirt shop. And look at this, we've made some fantastic sales. This means our total so far for the season is 1,043. And when I next update the leaderboard, which now includes False and Cub Fan, I will be tied for first place currently. I'm definitely aided by the fact that as other people make diamonds, they buy trophies from me and I make even more. What a brilliant scheme it is. But anyways, I've spent a lot of time in my base lately, looking over at my neighbor's area and thinking about the transition between the two of us. So I have a very simple idea. Something I just want to check with Ren is okay to do. It's the Rendog. Just staring into the distance.
Xisuma, what's happening, baby? What's happening?
Hi, my dude. How's it going?
Hello, Xisuma. Hello. What's up? Come into my command center.
Hi. Wow. Dude, this is cozy.
Doing a thing.
Oh, you've been buying copper, have you? Hey?
I bought so much copper today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wanted to just ask you if it was okay to change something around here. I think you'll find it's fine. I just wanted to double check.
Sure.
Okay, come with me. I'm gonna just fly over to my base. Right, there's a perfect spot to perch on here. Bam.
Okay, we perch in here.
Yep.
Boop.
Whenever I look out over here and I see the grass, the other side of the river, I kind of feel like it would look great if it was all packed mud.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of
I
like
agree.
replacing all of the grass, like this little lump over on the left, then all the way across, you know, to the wall on the other side. I think all of that would just look a little better if it were, packed mud.
I totally agree with you. Actually, False suggested this to me as an idea because I was worried that the walls looked a little bit weird, like they'd just been plonked down. And she said, spread the mud out on the other side of the walls and it'll look a lot more natural. So I was actually going to do exactly what you have just described. I just haven't got around to it.
Oh, okay. Well, I could do this front bit here for you since it's sort of between our bases. I quite often just look out straight ahead into the neighborhood from here. So it's just been on my mind. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Dude, that'd be sweet. Wait, come with me. I have like an idea sparked by this. What if we put together like a little forest or something here?
Ooh.
So it's not just packed mud.
Like it's its own little biome, right?
Yeah.
So
here's the idea, right? These custom trees are in this biome, but maybe we can find like a hybrid between the alien tree and the non-alien tree, and that could be a little forest out here or something.
That's a great idea.
Just an idea.
That's a great idea. Yeah, because you've really gone all in on the biome, right? You've given the trees, like when I look on top of them, I realize there's dead corals up here. Like everything has like a rhyme and a reason to it. Yep. So we could do something like that out the front. That sounds great.
Dude, the atmosphere in this biome is extremely, the moisture levels are extremely low, so those are actually moisture catching fans.
And you've put somewhere in there's one of those spore blossoms because there's little particle effects around, right?
Yeah, it's one of this tree over here is ripe. It's sporing right now.
Yeah. Dang, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
It's also kind of disgusting. This biome has basically just turned into a giant sludge pit, but it's
Yeah.
great. But dude, I'm loving this idea about having definitely modifying this and
Yeah, it
then
needs
making
it.
some sort of a hybrid between your and my base. Dude, this is such a we could I don't know. We're gonna have to think about it a bit more, but there can be an evolution of some kind build-wise from there to here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain what's in
Transition,
my head,
isn't it?
but
Like,
yes.
you have two biomes, and then you have like the middle biome, which like pollinates the two together.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Something's
Well,
cooking here, X.
I was going to do something simple to begin with, but now I think we're going to go all out.
Step 1, modificate.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we take it from there, you know?
Okay, I'm going to crack on
Turn
with
this
that
into
then, my
mud.
dude. That's exactly what I've done. Every grass block from this side, all the way over to the stretches down of that area, all replaced with packed mud. And now we need to tell a story through the blocks we're going to put in this biome to decorate it, from the more humid side over here where the green shrubberies grow, to the dried out landscape on this side where pools of squelchy material accumulate. And I'm going to be borrowing a couple of ideas that Ren's used in his biome already to achieve this, but I will be introducing some new things too. And today we're probably only going to take baby steps because it took me quite a bit of time to round up these materials, mostly grabbing these horn coral fans. But before we get to the details this box is going to add to the area, we need to talk about this thing. There's a reason why this exists.
Hey, dude. Hey, yo. What's cracking? Dude, what are you doing?
I'm building a distraction.
You are? Yes.
Yeah, man, it's pretty distracting, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Dude.
I'm building custom trees. What do you think of this one?
I mean, it's certainly custom.
I just needed some leaves, and as I was harvesting them, I couldn't reach the ones at the top. So I thought I'd just grow another tree on top and then drop down, and then it got a little out of control. And then I was just like, I'm gonna keep going.
It has gotten very out of control, X.
Very out of control indeed.
Like, this is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm half wondering, like, if you could actually make something decent out of it. Like, if you zoom out with like some cheaty cam or whatever, and like imagine loads of these stemming up from like one spot at the bottom, it could maybe look kind of interesting. Dude,
it is actually kind of awesome. You've also given it a really cool shape. Like, it does undulate toward the heavens.
Yes.
In an interesting way. This is cool.
Shall I keep it for a while?
Yeah, let's keep it, man. It's all good.
Like every day, someone should come over and just like add one more to it.
Are you just gonna like snip the leaves at some point?
I don't know. I might leave it here until it annoys someone else and they clean it up.
Dude, this thing is visible from every base on the server.
Exactly.
Dude,
it'll draw all the attention.
You could go up to what, 300 before it'll stop you, right?
Oh, can you imagine what that would look like as well?
It would look, dude. It's Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. This is a giant beanstalk.
It is, yeah. I'm gonna keep it here then, Ren.
Okay, here's what you got to do. All the way up to 300. Put a shulker box up there with some goodies. See if anyone takes the bait.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna do that. I'm totally gonna do that.
Dude, I'm loving what you're doing down here, though. By the way, geez, you work fast. Didn't we speak about this yesterday?
Yeah, man. I've already dropped down there and changed it all over. It's looking good, isn't it?
I actually kind of like the sand in it, also.
Yeah, I wanted to keep that. I think it suits.
Mm.
I'm gonna do a pass on it soon. I'm gonna do some work and give it all of that extra depth that you love with all of the details you put into your biome. Would you like to see the actual trees I've been working on?
There's quite a view from up here, eh?
It's amazing.
Yeah, your base is looking sick, by the way.
Thank you. It's getting there. I'm really pushing to like finish it all off. Yeah, just drop down here. Follow me. Bam.
Ooh, dude, the server's gone custom tree mad.
I know, right? I'm trying to take cues from Kralis because he built all the trees over in this direction, like beyond this tree.
Yep.
You might want to use your cheaty cam just around the corner. You've probably seen them before, but he built all of those ones, and I'm trying to like learn from how he did it. And it's a real pain to place all these blocks. So I'm experimenting with different techniques, and this one's my favorite so far, which is to build like a dirt scaffolding underneath.
Oh, that's clever.
And then place blocks on top of it. So we learn from the best of them. These gorgeous trees. I felt like, wow, I'll never be able to do anything like that. But with some basic imitation, I think we're actually starting to get there a little bit. Over here, I've built 5 different trees, and I've simply observed some of the things going on in Corrales trees and tried to emulate them with a little bit of my own twist. So a lot of the times, there are like branches of leaves with subtle curves in them, and quite often you see a lighter leaf shade on top of a darker one. This one here, though, is all of the same type, and I've tried to use all 3 here, although I felt like azalea didn't really mix with the spruce. But my absolute favorite is this one here, which can look a little bit janky from certain angles. It started out with just 3 branches rather than mirroring in the typical directions, and then I added like 2 extras, so there's 5 in total, and that makes it rather unique. And you know what? I actually feel like these are pretty decent. From some angles, they can look a little bit odd, but I am learning, and these fit into the area. However, this tree over here, the last one that I attempted, I tried to do this with some randomization, and it is sorely missing some branches coming out the side, that's for sure. And from certain angles up here, which you wouldn't normally see, it definitely looks a little odd. But you know, you gotta try if you want to learn, and you can learn from others too, which is where my conversation with Ren actually led us.
Oh, I had a look at, Pearl took me on a tour of her base yesterday.
She's got an amazing base.
And she showed me some of her custom trees that are so beautiful in that she blew my mind, right? So basically on her trees, wait, let's go look. It's much easier to explain.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I feel like they're so good that I've come to the area and like your eye gets drawn to her builds, and then you don't notice the trees because they're just so natural.
Yep. Okay, so check it out, right? If you have a look at some of these trees, look at the bottom ones. You see that the leaf types are, what is that? Spruce? Or birch and jungle or something.
Yeah.
Right? And the way that Pearl describes this, right? When I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like the leaves at the top are fresher leaves, you know, that's why they're a different color.
Genius.
This is how she describes it. Sunshine.
Yeah. It'll hit the tops of the trees more and
yes, dude.
Bleach them out, I think is the term.
No, just like they're just if the sun they're just brighter because there's sun on them.
Oh right, yeah, just visually, I get ya. I'm getting more and more confident now. Like we've got these great people around us to show us the way, and it's like, you know, time to incorporate some of these ideas ourselves.
For sure, dude. Like you can either do one of 2 things. One, uninstall the game. When you see this, just give up and be like, well, I'll never be able to do this, so just uninstall. Or be inspired and try. Be
inspired is the only option. I say that to everyone. Like, we always get people that are like, oh, you're so good at this game, I can't be bothered. And it's like, no, I want you to be inspired. Like, rise to the occasion.
Dude, look at the trees at the back. Look at this beautiful little detail that she's added. The sea pickles.
Dude, where are the sea pickles?
Look at that, dude.
Where are the sea pickles?
Exactly.
I can't even see them. That makes them top tier detail level.
Exactly, dude.
I found some. Oh my god, yeah. Dude.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. It's literally a game of like spot the sea pickles.
Spot the pickle.
So subtle.
It's so great. It reminds me, like, the first thing I thought of was pine cones. Like, green pine cones before they become brown, you know?
Dude, I got to build a sea pickle farm now.
Yep.
Build a sea pickle farm. That I do indeed have to do now because, you know, pine cones from the tree above, that's just going to fit so well in this area. Now, as for the biome between me and Ren, there are 4 features here, and one of them is related to the water rubbing right up against the packed mud. this felt like a perfect opportunity for some vegetation. So we have a few birch leaves, torch flowers, and then the muddy mangrove roots and stripped spruce to kind of transition into the packed mud. There's a few of these coral fans here as well. I actually feel like these could probably just be spaced out all over the place, to be fair. So that's idea one. This second one is taken directly from Ren, who's introduced this, I think it's called Duricon. One of the things we want to do in this area is prevent mobs from spawning. So rather than just spamming torches, what we're going to do is have these little pockets of Durite every so often with a glow lichen to subtly light up the area. Now we also have these existing patches of sand, and I think we can include sand, but we probably want to rework it so it's more subtle, as I found that these two blocks helped mix it together with the packed mud. But when you got this circular shape, it just looks a little obvious. So I think it might be smarter to sort of create some cracks of sand that run through the packed mud. And that could quite simply just look like this. And idea number 4 is just to have some little clusters of dripstones on top of dripstone. We've got one over here, another one over here that's slightly larger. And with exception to Ren's excellent Durlicon, I think these ideas are pretty good, but they're like missing a little something. So if you've got any ideas, like maybe some extra blocks or plants that could fit in with these, please let me know with a comment down below. And together we'll make this into a really fascinating biome. For now, though, we got something that we want to put a wrap on. And it's not this, but I needed to come back over here and mention. We figured out a date. This competition is going to run until the end of June. And look at this. More people have actually gotten involved since I announced that. So that's pretty darn cool. It's already taken effect. Anyways, the thing that we need to put a wrap on is our tree to the heavens. That's it. That's as far as this one goes. This little azalea here wouldn't grow no matter how much bone meal I put on it. And so this shall be a reward for whoever makes their way up to the top here. Hey, wow. Look at the lighting up in this area. Man, Hypno is neat and organized here. This thing is on a grid. And that, my friends, is a very silly conclusion to this episode of Hermitcraft. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like. Thanks as always for the support. And I'll see you soon with another one. Bye-bye.